Fourscore and a few years ago, the Founding Fathers started the Schmoedown. Now they have to face corruption, just like our Founding Fathers faced the corruption of England and became America.
Would you stop mixing our history in with movie trivia? It's really weird.
It works. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Cinefanatics Schmoedown reaction. My name's Chris Adams.
I'm Robert Adams.
This time, as I've somewhat mentioned already, we have the Founding Fathers, John Rocha and Dan Murrell, versus Korruption, Mike Kalinowski, and the new kid, Chance Ellison. It's going to be a good match.
Yeah, it is, Tater.
So, like I've mentioned in previous Schmoedown reaction videos, we've reached the point in the Anarchy Tournament where each match is anyone's game, including this one. We know Rocha is good, we know Murrell is good, we know Kalinowski is good, and we know
Chance Ellison is pretty good.
Chance Ellison is good. Who's going to win? My money has still stayed with Rocha and Murrell.
They do have the more historical backing. They've already proven.
They're more experienced than Chance Ellison is in the actual Schmoedown tournament itself.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have a lot more strengths than Mike does, even though Mike does have a lot of strengths. And I think they complement each other very well. And that's not to say that Mike Kalinowski and Chance Ellison don't complement each other well there, but I just think Rocha and Murrell do it maybe a little bit better.
Yeah.
They've had more experience with playing with each other before. So
yeah, I would agree that they would probably be the ones that would stand out. So
I think we're placing our bets on the Founding Fathers on this one. It would be unfortunate for Ellison's run to end this soon in the Anarchy Tournament, having just debuted, but this is a stacked tournament.
And someone's got to lose.
Someone's got to lose. So let's go ahead and get into it.
KO here we are, the start of the tournament that I helped create. Coming off of Energeekdom, I did what I said I was going to do. And guess what? It's all going my way. Because you play fair. You play by the rules, and things happen for you. Just like I'm going to be playing for that belt. It's spectacular.
Chance Ellison is a kid who was playing in these fan leagues. There are fan leagues all over the internet here. He played in all of them. He won in all of them. And the rumor has it that he's never lost a match.
We're going to do a weird thing.
Are going to be facing Dan Murrell and John Rocha.
Here I am.
Next.
Team Has-Been you talking about?
I heard everything that happened.
I mean, you got Rocha, he's got more failure in his match in the Kathy Heigl movie, and you got Dan, who let Guy beat him. So, you know what? I'm not intimidated. Not one damn bit.
One damn bit.
So many times they come down, they try to intimidate their opponent. What are Winston and Stacy going to bring to this table?
Well, John Rocha and I decided to call ourselves the Founding Fathers because we helped build the legacy of this game.
Horseman!
5, 4.
Ian McKellen and Orlando Bloom.
And your winners, by way of technical knockout, the outlaw John Rocha, Dangerous Dan Murrell, the Founding.
What I know is John and I are, we prepared for this match, and we're going to keep preparing, and we plan to go out, walk out, play every game, and when the game's over, we're going to have the most points on the board, and that's all we care about.
Oh, good Lord. There's a lot behind this.
I got nothing.
I don't know who does your running gags, but sometimes you run out of them.
That's good.
Of Anarchy, round number 2. Mark Ellis over here. I'm Christian Harlem, and Mark, what a battle we have tonight.
It's going to be a doozy, Christian. We have the old guard versus.
I'm not allowed to watch
classics.
doozies.
It's like Young Guns.
It's gonna be a doozy of a round twosie.
That's absolutely right.
That did not sound right.
This is a thing that Mike Kalinowski put together. Well, we say Thad, but we know that Kalinowski was the one who put it together.
Because I usually use it for phraseology after I've eaten a big meal.
Yeah.
And
inside of this
what's your imagination run?
Doozy of a toozy.
Doozy of a toozy.
and Murrell, once foes, are now teammates. And they showed at their first match at the live event, they took care of business.
I'm single.
They beat Stacey Howard and Winston Marshall. They did it. They got here. And Mike
Don't know
Kalinowski
why.
was also playing, boy, who's this Chance Ellison kid? Well,
Never heard of him.
Well, we found out. We know who he is now. 7 questions right in the first. They fought well to get back against Rachel Silvestrini and Devon Stewart. They wound up winning that match, and here they are going into round number 2. But you said it, it's new guard versus old guard. Can Chance Ellison, can he put up a performance against 2 of the greatest of all time?
That's right, and John Rocha, Dan Murrell, now that they've had some success and they've experienced failure, they've had some hurt of late in the movie trivia Schmoedown in general, can they come back former team? Certainly, like you mentioned at the live event, I flew 4,000 miles just to see them play, not since the Foo Fighters have 2 Fs come together so well. Now, when you look
Chance
on the
Ellison
other
is
side,
new
Korruption,
guard.
Mike Kalinowski,
Rocha and
Chance
Murrell are
Ellison. I'm a big
old
fan of
guard.
this Ellison kid. What is he,
I would say
9'10"?
Kalinowski is
He's a prodigy. He's like the Bobby Fischer of movie
mid guard.
trivia.
Well, we're going to find out. He was playing out in the family.
Which
for
would
a
make
while,
him
and he
Thor,
never beat
Earth.
him. So
Earth,
Mike
yeah.
Kalinowski recruited him, brought him in. Here we go. We have him in Korruption. But
I think
the
you
other
were
thing
thinking
that we-
about this
John
way
Rocha
too
is
deeply.
going under the radar here, potentially player of the year. He's
Or
been
not
winning
deep enough.
A lot of matches. He is now going up for the championship right around the corner here against Bibiani. And Dan Murrell, I saw it.
I just think because he's in the middle. He's not old. He's not new. He's just kind of in the middle.
Yeah, we got it.
I looked at. He's hungry again. He wants to play because he's
Mid-guard.
like win or lose. He just wants to play the game again. I think when he came back, it was just kind of thrown back into what it is now. I think he gets it now. I think he just wants to play again, and that is, pun intended, a dangerous stand.
Well, we're at the time of the year where you start thinking about Player of the Year honors, about awards, and if you're going to compare these 2 teams to current award caliber
Thought it was
movies,
like
I
the
would
time
say
of the year where we start
Founding
trying to
Fathers
figure out what we want to get on Black Friday and
Korruption, A Star Is Born, minus
what an
the
older
romantic
brother may
tension.
want for
Let's see what
Christmas.
the
Big screen to watch the Schmoedown on.
That's what an older brother would like for Christmas.
All right. Founding Fathers, that's what we called ourselves.
Keep on the small screen.
The greatest of all time. And the other face on Mount Rushmore, coming together. We took care of business at that live event. You saw it. The man back from the dead took care of us, answered all those movie release dates. I had to sit back. It was nice to sit in the back seat and watch Dan drive, watch the new Murrell order drive this bus.
Here we are, gentlemen, round 2, where the tournament starts really getting interesting. And we, the fine fellows of Korruption, are taking on the Founding Fathers. And much like our Founding Fathers here in these United States of America, their ancient history, we got a fresh face on the other side of that table. I like having an inexperienced player, because you know what? Sometimes they work out, but sometimes they get caught in those lights, John.
Yeah.
And I like that we're facing somebody that just might happen. It's easy to be a fan of the game. Can he play the game, and can he play the game against the 2 of us? Right. That's what we're going to find out here today.
You know, I get a lot of people asking me, what's it feel like, being in your second match, having to go up against 2 all-time greats in Murrell and Rocha? How do I feel? I feel like I'm fighting fossils over here.
I've had just about enough of Korruption. When it first started, I was like, that's cute, that's nice. You handle your side of the business. The Schmoedown kingdom is big enough to let you live and let us live. But now you're coming up against the Horseman, son. We are the league, and we are going to crush you.
There's no weak links in the second round. There's no one. There are fantastic teams here. We came into this, some people are saying that, they're the favorites or whatever, they're, their history or whatever, but hey, they're great competitors. Not going to dodge them on that. They earn my respect, but this is where it ends for them. It's the end of the line.
I don't look past games, and I don't look past opponents, and I don't look past what we're doing here today. But if we're lucky enough to win here today, and I get a chance at that other half of team action, I can't wait for that.
Rocha, Murrell, your has been, I am now. As in, I am now going to go, with boy Mike right here, into that ring, and we're going to beat both of you.
Kid speaks the truth.
He does. Today is about looking at the past and then going to the future.
What did I tell you? An angry Dan, a driven Dan, a hungry Dan is a dangerous Dan. I'm so lucky to be riding side by side with this guy. We'll see what happens in the match.
Wait for Dan to be like, Roga's pretty good too.
Yeah. Shooting his mouth off and saying that this is the team to beat, and really pumping up the kid. And then Mike Kalinowski is also. Kalinowski's a triple threat in singles.
This thing, I really do want to see the Founding Fathers move on to Riley and Bateman.
So Mike Kalinowski's someone that you can't mess with in
That's all sorts of fun right there.
Ooh, yeah.
Trivia desk, he's always a threat.
That's gonna be a mess. And
Ellison of his first match. What is he gonna do? Not just under the lights here in this big round, but when big second round. But when he looks over, and there's the former team champion, singles champion, and then there's the former two-time champion. Will he be able to handle it?
To quote Mark Wahlberg in the classic Rockstar, he grew up with pictures of these guys on his walls, and now he's one of them, or he may be beating both of them here today. Christian, what's the tail of the tape? Give me some strengths.
Tail of the tape for Korruption. We don't really know all the strengths of Chance Ellison, but we're going to go ahead and say we have 90s movies. There are comic book movies, and staying under the radar.
Is that supposed to be like the logo for Run the Jewels?
Going to summer camp. He's a child.
Yeah. The Founding Fathers.
Doing the
movie release dates we see was a strength. Westerns, biopics, and on the quest for every title.
All the titles. All the belts.
belts. All the records. That's a direct quote.
All the
One
records.
team is damn close to having their AA-RP card. The other one looking to make a stamp in this tournament. Either way, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be anarchy.
Are you ready to get going?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if the audience is ready to come. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Both sides surrounding us.
Introducing first. Brought to the ring by their manager, the Pitfalls, Ken Knapsack, with a record of 1 win, no defeats. Mike, the Killer, Kalinowski, the Cobra, Chance Ellison, Korruption. There's Ken
Knapsack.
Yeah.
I believe he pilfered a whiteboard backstage.
These guys crashed the live event. Kalinowski putting himself in the main event of the spectacular, one of the main events, the Intergeekdom. Got a title match, and there you have Chance Ellison, the kid, who does not look fazed by this at all.
No, they look like they're pretty happy to be in a Judas Priest cover band.
And their opponent,
okay.
with a record of 1 win, no defeats, and 1 knockout. He is the former team champion, former singles champion, and the #1 ranked contender, John the Outlaw Rocha, and his partner, the 2-time movie trivia Schmoedown champion.
Close the curtain before I open it again.
Dan Murrell, the Founding Fathers.
He's got the movie fights belt.
He's walking out with. They hold up the 5, it equals 10, and that's what they've been in a perfect score thus far.
So that's a very familiar sight with Dan walking with the movie fights belt.
They're such tough individuals. You didn't figure they'd ever want to be a part of any team, and now the fact they're thrown together, how good their chemistry was at the live show, really showed me something. Clearly, they've retained that focus here today.
And Dan Murrell, right now, the reigning movie fights champion as well, as he sits down, and that might be a good omen because when he won his first title here, he was the movie fights champion.
You are just full of facts, aren't you?
Isn't he always the movie fights champion? I mean, let's be honest.
So, Mark,
Not always.
Our competitors have sat down at the table. Let us get to the rules of round number
All right, competitors, please place your belts, your masks, any other paraphernalia you have on the desk, and we will get going with the 3-round match.
Ready?
Ready.
Founding Fathers, are you ready?
Let's do this.
We're ready. Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! Full house here today. Full house.
Because when you ask the competitors,
Everywhere you look.
You can't sing that. We're going to get flagged by content ID.
No, we're going to find out right now. Here we go, gentlemen. In the category of comedies, Aaron Paul appears as Dwayne Johnson's former partner, Phil. Which film? I made the call.
Didn't get it.
I made the call.
I know it. What?
Is it?
I'm blanking on the title.
4.
Aaron Paul's the kid from Breaking Bad, right?
Yes.
2.
Yes, with that.
Repeat the question. Aaron Paul appears as Dwayne Johnson's former partner Phil in what film?
I'm so angry right now.
I'm completely guessing.
Oh my gosh.
4, 3,
I am blanking on the name of the
2,
movie.
1. Pens down. Mike Kalinowski.
Central Intelligence?
Correct.
Yes.
Rocha.
I don't know. Central Intelligence?
Correct. And
Wait, that's Central Intelligence.
yes, Dan.
I quit.
I remembered it, but too late because I said the other guys.
Oh, so Dan.
Man, that was a good guess. Central Intelligence.
2-1. 2-1.
Yeah, I saw it. That's why I knew it. I knew he was in
I
that.
haven't seen it, and that's why I was guessing it.
Yeah, I knew he was in that movie.
Rush on to action adventure films. These are action adventure movies.
So
In
frustrating.
the 1996 film Twister, the new device designed to gather data from tornadoes is named after what fictional character? You know what, man? Mighty Man.
5, 4,
Humans being great.
3. You still talking? 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down. Rocha.
Dorothy?
Correct. Chance.
Didn't have it.
Didn't have it. Dan.
Dorothy.
Yeah. Mike.
Didn't have it.
That
Mike
makes sense.
didn't have it either.
Dorothy.
So the Founding Fathers jumping over and getting a lead there. 3-2. Next question here. Dramas. Which song plays during the opening credits as Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper start their journey in 1969's Easy Rider?
Well, would it be this song?
Named Dorothy, of course, in honor of the Golden Girls character.
5,
I'm not 100% certain.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Chance.
Born to be Wild.
That is correct.
Oh.
Born to be Wild.
Yeah, Mike.
A Man Comes Around.
Oh, and Rocha.
Born to be Wild.
Rocha had it.
Bad to the bone.
Comes our way.
All right. So
I could have put down Born to be Wild, I think. That freaking Central Intelligence really screwed me up for this entire round.
Next query, and it is: what is the name of Bambi's rabbit friend?
Thank you.
Disney's Bambi.
Something that might get my mind back on track.
One could say Bambi and her rabbit friend. Born to be Wild.
His rabbit friend?
4,
Oh,
3,
God, I'm good.
2, 1. Pens down. Dan.
Thumper.
Correct. Mike.
Thumper.
Yep. What's your name? Rocha. And
What's your name?
Chance.
Thumper.
Yes.
Thumper.
All right, 7-5.
Thumper.
7-5. All right, guys. Fantasy sci-fi. What 2000 sci-fi film starring Val Kilmer and Tom Sizemore follows a group of astronauts being terrorized by their own robot after their Mars mission goes awry? What was that word enough?
What?
It's awry, you said it right.
Yeah, no.
Not awry.
5. Awry.
Awry.
I don't remember this movie.
3,
It goes
2,
awry.
1. Pens down. Mike Kalinowski.
Red Planet.
Yes. Rocha.
Mission to Mars.
Mission to Mars.
Dan.
Red Planet.
Dan got it. Dan on fire.
I was trying to put Mission to Mars also.
8-6.
I forgot Red Planet.
Move on to Scott Manson, Ben Bateman's favorite category,
Ooh.
movie release dates. And your question is, Oliver Stone's historical drama JFK was released in what year? We are going to go to Mars, and we are going to send Val Kilmer and Tom Sizemore.
5. Trying to stop at 4, 3, 2,
No.
1.
Clue.
Pens down, please. And John
No
Rocha.
clue.
I don't know. 1991?
Correct. Chance.
1991.
Yep. Dan.
1991.
And Kalinowski.
Oh, 1991.
Oh.
1991.
97.
I like it, but it's a hell of a game right now as we got 10-8 as we get to our next question. Horror/thriller, gentlemen. Horror thriller. In 1982's Poltergeist, who played the father, Stephen Freeling?
Wow, they
Is that-
not wasting their time there. Do you think they're going to act like they don't know the answer?
Yeah, Rocha probably.
It's so
I have 2 names.
do that.
5,
It doesn't waste time at all.
4, 3, 2, 1. Chance.
Craig T. Nelson.
That is correct. Dan.
Craig T. Nelson.
And Kalinowski.
Craig T. Nelson.
And Rocha.
Could have been Bateman. 3, 2, 1. Craig T. Nelson.
That's correct.
Nope.
Craig T. Nelson.
I was thinking something completely different. Don't worry about
I
it.
mean, look at this. Founding Fathers here up by 2 points over Korruption, but it's a hell of a game.
12-10. Father's Korruption sounds like a discount gin brand. We move on to our last question in round number 1, and it is a Patreon question. Thank you to Jake Hammer. Loyal Patriot.
Jake Hammer or John Patterson?
Clap for the patrons, chance.
Future episodes, just support the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Select which tier is right for you. Jake, big fan of family films today. Wants to go with the family films. And your question about this family film: name the family film from the following quotes. Attention campers, lunch has been canceled today due to lack of hustle. Deal with it. First time I heard that. Tough question. Great first time. And they're scoring well. 4, 3.
I'm done tonight.
Hands down, starting with Mike Kalinowski.
Is it heavyweights?
Correct.
That's exactly what I was trying to think of.
Chance.
Heavyweights.
And Dan.
I said the Sandlot.
I was going to guess meatballs, but
I
then
was trying to
said
think of
heavyweights.
heavyweights.
Kalinowski hit it. Founding Fathers had a great first round, but missed that one, and that is a hell of a first round as we have a tie game there. Wow, what a first round that was, Mark. How does round 2 work?
In round number 2, now the teams are allowed to collaborate. Venora and Jim Henson. Thank you, Kyle, for all your patronage.
Jim
Just have
Henson.
One more sponsored slice. Those would be Kevin Smith. And if they spin Kevin Smith, we'll say the name of that patron. Each category has 6 questions. Like I mentioned, each question is worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1 point. Keep in mind, competitors, there is stealing available in round number 2. Christian got a lot of leather on one side, a lot of accoutrements on the other side.
All right, Founding Fathers, so you guys, would you like to go first or second?
We're going to go second.
Second. All right, so Korruption, choose and please spin from the wheel, not the pegs.
Let's go, money.
Grab the wheel, not the peg. All right, that Jim Henson one is. I'm fascinated by that.
I half expect Mike to be like, I do what I want.
Cringing, hoping that the pegs
Yeah.
will fall.
Here we go. As I apologize to our editor, Aaron.
I'm hoping they hit something they like.
Looking at spinner's choices coming around there, a little too hot. A little too hot. It could be Jim Henson.
Action adventure. Action adventure. They feel likes it. All right, action adventure.
All right.
They feel good about that one, and I will be administering the questions in the world of action adventure to the Corrupt 2. And your first question of 6 in this slate, Chance and Mike. What Game of Thrones star played Pero Tovar in The Great Wall?
Alfie Allen?
Pedro Pascal.
It is, in fact, Pedro Pascal for 2 points. And they're off to a hot
I couldn't
start.
understand what he said there for a second.
Yeah, Pedro
What
Pascal.
film was Jean-Claude Van Damme's directorial debut?
JCVD.
The Quest.
Starring Roger Moore as well. 2 more
Oh,
points.
guess not.
Sorry, Roger Moore. Oh,
Good round here so far. Corruption is.
Next up,
nice.
who plays the female love interest to Charlize Theron in A
Oh, what's her face?
Sophia Patella.
It is,
Yes.
in fact, Sophia Patella, and they're still perfect. Round number 2 as we're halfway through.
The Mummy.
The Mummy Girl, yeah.
In Mad Max Fury Road, what is the name of Immortan Joe's followers who are chasing Furiosa and Max, and that he was once a part of? That Nux was once a part of?
The War Boys.
It is, in fact, the War Boys, and
It's impressive.
do we just give them the next points, or do we have to ask the question?
Impressive. That's how it's numbered.
Very good stuff here. Your penultimate question in round number 2. What real-life author does Paul Bettany portray in 2001's A Knight's Tale?
Oh, I didn't know he was playing a real author.
Who was that?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, William Shakespeare,
No.
B, Geoffrey Chaucer, C, Thomas Mauer,
John Milton.
D, John Milton?
Chaucer?
It is, in fact, Chaucer. Gets
Huh.
1 more point.
It's all right.
And they have 1 more chance for points in round number 2 unless they steal.
Hell of a round so far. Hell of a round.
Doing very well. You got to wonder if the Founding Fathers are shaking in their powdered wigs. Your last question is, in 2004's Troy, who plays the main antagonist?
Brian Cox.
Achilles begrudgingly fights for.
Brian Cox.
Very impressive round. That is correct. 2 more points.
It's the only thing I remember that movie. Brian Cox was Agamemnon.
All
Agamemnon.
right, so Korruption taking a
Relax, Ed.
hugely 11 points here. 11
Dude, that was a
points,
rough
and the
action
Dodgers have to hit something
category.
that they are confident with here. And Rocha, go ahead and give it a spin, please, from the wheel. There's the
Rocha
spin.
grabbing it from the wheel. He looked it over
And
a
knocked the
little
peg.
bit, trying to decipher how hard he wants to get a spin. He's been up to this wheel more times than he'd like to recount.
They need something that they're going to be strong.
It
Oh,
could be
it's coming
spinner's
around.
choice. It's coming
It's
around a little too hot. Is it going to be Jim Henson?
Jim Henson.
How do they feel about it? Murrell giving the sign to spin again. And that is their mulligan. They're going to have to take whatever category they
I wanted the
spin.
Jim Henson. I mean, how many Jim Henson movies are there
Jim
really?
Henson again, you never
With the
know.
Muppets,
James
Labyrinth,
Bond,
Dark
clearly
Crystal.
is a group of Kalinowskis. They would probably like to avoid that. And it looks like they're going to be up towards
Ooh,
horror movies.
horror.
Horror movies, not a strength of either one of these guys.
Is it strength for one of us though?
Horror movies.
All right, horror movies. I know you're afraid of horror films.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Hard ones. Here we go. This one.
Did you see The Nun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. All right. 2 points.
Yes, 2 points.
All right, here we go. First question in horror movies: the girl who was possessed, Regan McNeil, in 1973's The Exorcist.
Linda Blair.
Yeah.
2 points.
Blah, blah, blah.
Her name is on my tip of my tongue too.
Yeah.
Super stroke. Question 2: who played Candyman in the 1970s?
Tony Todd.
Candyman.
Tony Todd.
2 points. Yeah. Next question.
Very good.
4 teenage outcast girls pursue witchcraft for their own gain, but soon encounter negative repercussions.
The Craft.
What supernatural horror film?
The Craft.
2 points.
They're running through a category they didn't necessarily yearn for,
Jeez.
but it's bearing fruit so far.
Here's question 4. In Bubba Hotep, Bruce Campbell plays Elvis Presley, who was forced to battle the evil mummy with his friend Jack. Jack claims to be which famous ex-president?
Kennedy?
Jack Kennedy. Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
That is correct.
Or John F. Kennedy, if you want to be
JFK.
specific. All right. That's what they spent on.
I knew Jack Kennedy.
You will know Jack Kennedy.
Oh.
Question 5.
Scare me for a second.
Question 5. In 2000's Scary Movie, who plays the series
Anna Faris.
protagonist, Cindy Campbell? Think of her.
Anna Faris.
2 points.
All right, they are within 1 of taking the lead.
It is Anna.
Or tying Korruption.
Whatever,
It
it's
all
spelled
depends on
Anna.
this question.
All right, here you go. How many films have officially been released?
Is it 5?
Paranormal Activity films.
6. There was that split off one. Yeah, 6.
Paranormal Activity 6?
5,
No.
4.
Like Paranormal Activity, Forgotten Ones.
Choice.
Okay. Is it A,
Numbers.
B, 5, C, 6, D, 8?
If it's part of the series, does that mean it's...
It's still a Paranormal Activity, but it's like a prequel to
4.
all the main ones.
6.
Correct for 1
Yeah.
point.
Yes!
Okay.
And we are tied going into
game.
round
Let's
3.
do this,
Game
boys.
dog.
We see a tie game horror. What maneuvering around that category. 23-23. Who'd have thunk it there with those categories as we now get to round number 3. Mark, tie game. How's it go?
This is good stuff right now. The Founding Fathers looking like Alexander Hamilton. Will Korruption end up being their Aaron Burr in round number 3?
Wow.
Each
Founding Fathers. Please choose 3 numbers.
8, 12, and 6.
8,
What a
12,
close game.
all evens, Christian.
All right.
This is literally going to come down to it.
What's the range again?
From 1 to 20.
20. Okay, so we'll go 16, 20, 18.
16, 20, 18. All right, so Korruption will go first. With
I think Kalinowski just looks like Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's over there.
All right, 16. As chose. And you got directors.
All right, here we go.
Who's choosing directors?
Yeah, I'll take it.
You're going to take it. All right, here you go, Mike. Directors. Ridley Scott, David Fincher, and James Cameron have all directed
Terminator?
films
Alien.
in which
Alien.
film franchise?
That's right.
David Fincher did Alien 3.
Alien franchise.
That's correct. 2 points.
I forgot David Fincher didn't do a Terminator.
Yep.
Yep.
Neither did Ridley Scott.
All right, Founding
I thought
Fathers.
one of them did.
Mr.
One of the
Washington,
Scotts.
Mr. Jefferson. Selected category number 8. That corresponds to the world of dance. These are dance.
Oh no.
Who would like to take dance movies, the subject you both adore?
Come on, Rocha.
I guess I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get the 3. Yeah, I'll take the sword on this one.
John
No.
Rocha
Congratulations, guys.
will be answering dance movies. And your question
Can I
is,
phone a friend?
Black Swan stars Natalie Portman and Mila Kunis competing for the lead role in what classic ballet?
Swan Lake.
2 points.
Ooh, you lucked out on that one.
Yeah.
You lucked out on that one.
We bounce back.
That's technically a dance movie, but not what you would think of when you think of a traditional dance movie.
Yeah. I still prefer Save the Last Dance.
Crime movies. Here you go, Chance. Who plays NYPD cop and friend of Freddie Heflin, Gary Figgis, in Copland?
Sorry, Wayne's? The Wayne's brother? No.
I can't remember.
5.
I didn't get the first part of that question. Can you hear it again?
Freddie was Sylvester Stallone.
Who plays NYPD cop and friend of Freddie Heflin, Gary Figgis, in Copland?
Oh, I want to say Michael Rappaport.
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta. All right,
Okay.
bouncing back to Dan Murrell.
I was thinking something completely different. That's been the story of tonight.
All right, so Dan Murrell gets a 3-pointer here for number 12, which corresponds up here to my answer desk. The world of sports movies. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Some sort of athletic ability, and your question is, in Remember the Titans, who played Coach Yost?
Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah.
Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan.
Kalinowski knows it.
Come on, Dan.
5,
Hayden Panettiere.
4, 3.
I'll JT.
All right, in Remember the Titans, who played Coach Yost's football-loving daughter, Cheryl?
No, come on. I always remember the Titans. Everyone's like Achilles heel.
Like, everyone in participating needs to watch Remember the Titans.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson.
Hayden Panettiere. Wow. Well, so back and forth we go. 5 pointers each.
That's-
So now
It's a good battle.
again coming back to rear its ugly head.
How's that just Remember the Titans before? I gotta watch that movie.
All right, so Sam Levine, it hurt Sam and it hurt Drew, and now it gets dangerous, Dan. As we now get to Korruption, who's got their 5-pointer. If they hit it,
Nobody remembers
they
the
bounce
Titans.
back and
Yeah.
force the Founding Fathers to hit their 5.
Or Hayden
If they
Panettiere.
miss it, they give the Founding Fathers a chance to win the game. Here you go. Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock is your category. Sandra Bullock. Here we go. Name the 2015 film that pits political strategist Calamity Jane against her arch rival Pat Candy, played by Billy Bob Thornton.
It's a Sandra Bullock movie? What's Sandra Bullock
5,
movie?
It wasn't that.
4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Name the 2015 film that pits
No.
political strategist Calamity Jane against her arch rival Pat Candy, played by Billy Bob Thornton.
Outrageous Crisis.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big shot there gives Korruption a chance to win the game.
But the Founding Fathers have a chance to tie it and send it into sudden death overtime. A duel, if you will. Your question,
Category
5 points,
number 6, right?
which you are allowed to collaborate on, does come from Christian's guest number 6. And it's from the world. You had dance movies, you had sports movies.
Disney movies.
Now you get romantic comedies.
Oh,
Nice.
God. No easy road here.
You're allowed to
Or left? They have one left.
All right.
No easy road here.
Gentlemen, your question. For 5 points and to send it into extra innings.
Can we get him to calm down a little bit?
No, he's not doing anything.
That's fine. Not you, fool.
All eyes on me.
Please.
So exciting.
Come on, let's go.
I would agree with that sentiment. Who played Ralph, the kidnapper, in Robert Zemeckis' Romancing the Stone?
Jesus Christ.
You can count out. He's like, no.
5, 4, 3, 2.
We'll JT it.
Last one.
Who played Ralph, the kidnapper, in Robert Zemeckis' Romancing the Stone?
No clue.
As soon as I hear it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Danny DeVito. That's correct.
Whoa!
Rocha, you suck. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Neither team really having much to take with them into sudden death. It's pretty much their movie trivia know how their reliance on each other, but it's really going to depend on the strength of the individual as opposed to the sum of the parts. That's what we are here in sudden death.
Come on. Where's that Seinfeld meme was like,
The rules are out. In sudden death, it's going to feel a little bit like round one, but the stakes have increased exponentially. This will determine the outcome of the match. We'll ask a question up here, starting with Dan going down.
Yeah, I did well at the beginning with whiteboards. I'm going to just do it again.
Let's do it. Ready? Willing and able to assist in the case of emergency.
All right, guys.
They might beat the record here.
And Korruption does have
35
one last
points.
JTE rule. The Founding Fathers are out. All right, here we go.
jeez.
Gosh.
And I'm not going to tell you categories either. Here we go. Who directed 1999's The Three Kings?
Think.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Dan.
I didn't get it written down in time. I know that it's David O. Russell. I did not get it written down in time. I wrote down Spike Jones, David O. Russell. I tried to write down there. I leave it to your
Can't
judgment.
accept
But
that you don't have anything there at all. So
David O. Russell.
David O. Russell.
David O. Russell.
Oh.
Jeez.
Wait! I thought you said it counted. You said he's the first.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Wait, he got it right.
Okay.
Wait, what's happening?
No, I thought they said they're not going to accept it.
Yeah, I thought they said they weren't going to accept it either.
All right, we are back, and much debate going on here. Phone calls were made, conversations were had. This is the
That's what I was
biggest challenge
thinking.
we've ever had.
These are the
Ever.
quality checks that we issue to
All right.
bring you the
Tony
best
Scott.
possible game.
Yeah.
Here is the official ruling. I'm not doing this one. Mark, here you go.
I seem to do a lot of these, and I'm happy to because I'm a fan of refereeing.
This is gonna cause a
rules,
stink,
and at
isn't
the
it?
Rules Summit that we had many months ago, we determined that in order to get a correct question answered in either round one, the betting round 3, or in sudden death overtime, it's a time question. So not only do you have to think of the correct answer, you also need to write down the correct answer in the time allotted.
He didn't
it's
get
the
it.
same amount of time for every
And he's okay
competitor.
with that.
Just because one competitor is asked first to reveal their answer, the other 3 competitors are not allowed to continue writing. It's the same rules for everyone, and with that ruling, that does mean that Korruption will be winning and advancing to the next round of the Anarchy Tournament.
This is
And that's the ruling.
and
partner.
with that, Korruption has advanced to the next round. Mike Kalinowski, Chance Ellison,
Rocha's out of there.
Ooh.
Riley, and Ben Bates.
But he was okay with it. It wasn't legible. He didn't write it all down.
See controversy in this match anywhere.
It's because he
Clearly,
said
not
David
written
O.
down
Russell,
David
like he's
Russell's
saying,
time
like, I know it's
allotted.
David O.
Now,
Russell.
obviously, you can say the Chance
But
didn't
the
write down
ruling
Russell
is
the proper
that
way, but it
You have to have it
You have
written
to
down.
down.
Therefore, the point is awarded. It's a tough way to lose a match. I'll give anybody
Pretty sure
that,
Mr.
but
Jane
it is
Fonda
how
should
they
know
lost
that.
The match, and it was done fair and square by Korruption.
I mean-
Now they're going to move on to play in round number 3.
All right, we're going to get to talk to Jen Sturger.
Man, that's going to cause a stink. People are going to be upset.
Thanks, Mark and Christian, for putting me in this fun spot back here. Yeah, obviously, guys, I'd like to say congratulations. I'm sure none of us wanted that match to end the way it did with any kind of controversy, because I think we all want to win clean around here. But the rules that we ironed out in our rule meeting specifically said punctuation really doesn't matter as long as phonetically you spell it correctly. And there is no other, I looked it up, there is no Irish
I was going to say this.
David O. Russell.
I've dealt with this before with Frigga and Phrygia. I spelled it wrong and I pronounced it wrong. He spelled it right, pronounced it right. End of debate. That's it. I've dealt with this before. To see it go to that level, it shouldn't have gone to that level.
It shouldn't
And that's
have.
why I ruled that way. It sucks, but
Yeah, absolutely. We've
Wait,
all
did he
been
have it
there.
written?
We've
He didn't
all
have it
seen this
written
happen,
down.
You know, and we've ironed out.
Wait,
these
what are we
rules
talking
for a
about
reason
here?
in
Talking
case
about
these type of things happen.
Dan or talking about...
First of all, I want to, Joe, you don't need to worry about us, Jennifer. You know I respect you as a professional. You're not in a tough spot.
I think
here.
this Chance
We're
missed the
happy
apostrophe
to
or
be
something.
here talking about
I
this
can't remember.
match. And what this is about is
Might be
We're gonna have to go back and watch our own reaction to figure out what happened here.
Titans meeting, and that's what this was. And yes,
I thought this
by
was
that, I'm
talking about-
inferring that this
Damn.
is now a Titan of the
So did
game.
I.
This Wonderkin Chance coming in here and really showing what he's capable of here. And this is about a man who's had the entire league on his shoulders. In a way, exposing the corruption of what's going on. There's a lot of other things going on in his mind. So to have you perform like a champion today, Mike, it was a pleasure to watch. And I know the other gentlemen are upset. I know it didn't go their way. But at the end of the day, this was always about truth and destiny. And that's what we're here today for.
I can't sum it up any better than that. Hey guys, we're back with the Founding Fathers. Guys, obviously, I know this is not the way you wanted this match to go down. This is not how you wanted this match
Rogue
to
is
end.
pissed.
I think we're all a little surprised and confused and are going to need some time to process this whole
You're not
thing.
the only ones.
But I honestly don't even know what to say to you guys. What are you feeling right now?
Listen, first of all, if John doesn't pull Danny DeVito, we don't go to sudden overtime, and Korruption wins outright right there. If I come out with Hayden Panettiere on my question, which I missed, we win. If I write David O. Russell down in time, we're playing at least to another question. So, John took us as far as we went in this game. And, if there's anybody that you want to look at for the loss, it's me. I mean, there was a lot of times where I could have stepped up and I didn't step up. John carried us in this game.
Don't say that.
John, you're shaking your head over there. What's going on?
Dan, you answered a majority of our round one questions. You did a great job. It's just, look, what do you want me to say? Yes, the Danny DeVito thing was a great pull, and it was nice, it was fun, and I even know if it was right or not, but I remember it being in the movie, so I got lucky. But this thing here, I was happy to let Dan lose the point, as long as the David O. Russell, that's another heritage. That's a man from another frickin' island, okay? David O. Russell, O is another name. O is
Okay.
apostrophe Russell.
So he's
It's
calling
a
out
ridiculous decision.
Ellison.
And to have it come down where it could have easily been, look, we'll take 1 point from you, 1 point from you, we'll play another round, and then neither one of us would have had a fucking issue. But it becomes a thing. You throw in the respin, you throw in the other ones that have been fucked in this game, and I'm just tired of it. The rules change every 2 months. Oh, now it's this, and now it's that. I mean, I could argue Dan answered first. It doesn't matter what he writes on his stupid-ass whiteboard. He answered first, so he's right. He's not cheating off anybody. The whiteboard's supposed to be backup, so if you fuck up the question, if you hear someone else say it, you don't repeat it and then cheat and get a point. Dan's not cheating. He should have gotten the David O. Russell. Then they could have gotten the David O. Russell. Then we still would have been tied and start all over again. That's the fair way to do it. So I just don't like the decision, and it's frustrating, and I'm very sorry to everybody I blew up and blew up on but I care about this game a lot. I worked really hard. I spent hours studying movie trivia to be good, to pull Danny DeVito out of my ass. I spent a lot of hours doing that. And this man does too, and I respect and I love him, and I hate that we lost this way because I have no problem losing in an honest competition, and I feel like that decision screwed us over. So I'm sorry, Jen.
No, listen, the last time I was standing in this spot, talking to you, right here, I was where John is right now with this game. It had taken me down as low as it could take me, and I didn't want to come back and play it again either. I really didn't. And getting the chance to play with this guy is what brought me back. He was the first person to text me after that match to tell me how much I was going to come back and kick ass.
And you did.
So, as surely as I knew that he was right when he told me that I was going to be back out there, I'm just as right that he's going to get out there again someday too.
This isn't just a game for those of us who play, for put our asses out there, for you guys to make fun of, and for you guys to come see or support us. We work hard to win, to play, to do our characters, to do everything. You can see the emotion in his eyes, you can see the emotion in mine. I hate losing this way because this isn't how warriors go out. We go out losing on our shield, not by a decision. And that's my issue with it. That's why I blew up. I have no problem. You've seen me take losses and not have no blow up, not get upset. Just go, you know what? He was just better on that day. But something like this goes to the heart of the game and the competition of the game. And that's why we're both emotional about it, because we know one more round, we'd have been fine. If we don't get the answers right, game over fight. And I know Korruption would have been fine. Regardless of Kalinowski being a little bit upset, he's a good guy. He would have understood. And Chance was in too. So the decision was easy, in my opinion, to make. 1-1, we move on to the next round. So, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep harping on it, but, you know.
I think it goes without saying that you two are two of the best, if not the best players we have in the league. And so much of this league is built on your shoulders. And, I mean, it's hard standing here with you guys, because it's like you guys do mean so much to this league. And, I mean, I'm really excited, John, to see your match coming up with Bibiani. And I hope that this doesn't sour the whole situation for you, because you do mean the world to this league.
I work too hard. And I don't know if I'm going to do the title match, I'll be honest with you, because the shit you get from everyone, including competitors, including fans, oh, you're handed this, oh, they took away this, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that. All those accusations, I have to hear it all in the wind. I'm just playing. People say, Christian says, you got to play this, you got to play this. I do what he asks me to do because I love the game. And I take the shit because I love the game. So, when people put it down, when people scoff, when people make fun of it, I defend it.
I love you both.
Yeah, like I said, I just look forward to walking out with this guy at the Spectacular and watching him win the belt again. That's what I look forward to.
Bibiani?
And who knows, if he beats Bibiani, I guess in the Spectacular he'd be... First of all, I'm going to watch him go out and beat Bibiani. Then I'm going to walk out in the Spectacular and watch him defend that belt, unless I'm the one playing him. Because you know why I'd be playing you, John? Is because you brought me back. You helped bring me back from where I was, and I'm going to help bring you back. And this is not for show. This is not for a drama. I'm not the character guy, as I hear a lot on every Schmoedown forum that there is. But I'm telling you, I've been here, and I know what it feels like, and I love playing with this guy, and I can't wait to help him remember how fun this game is. Because they played a hell of a game, and I had a good time out there today.
Ironically, Mark Ellis,
I gotta go blow my nose, guys.
who made this decision, you gotta respect, he's one of the founders of the game. I'll get over it. But Mark Ellis said this too. When Rocha goes down, he always gets back up. So Bibiani, I'm over it now. I'm coming for that goddamn title. I'm over your world up, kid. You jumped in on every judge question because you think you know better. You pissed me off. Now I'm coming for you. Get ready. No heels, no face. I want that title around my goddamn shoulder, around my waist. But either way, I'm coming for it. So get ready. Get ready, you clown.
That was a plot twist.
Very, very emotional interview, very powerful interview.
Heart-wrenching stuff.
Yeah, and all the way around. Look, Korruption takes the victory. They are moving on to play Bateman and Riley in the next round. And I don't want to take anything away from those guys. So they played great. The kid played great. Kalinowski played great, and they're moving on. You got to listen, this was an emotional moment. This was a tough decision also for you, because we as we moved forward, like you said with the rules.
He's just throwing him under the bus.
At this point. That was the rule.
Yeah, he did make the final decision, though.
I stand by your call. I agree with you, and I think that now that this thing was where you look at it's the passion with what Rocha and Murrell play with. You saw it in that interview, what they have done for this league, what it means to them. And, you got a chance to talk to John a little bit afterwards, and you can tell he's just fired up because this means a lot to him.
In this word anarchy, you expect chaos. You expect crazy things happening on the stage. You never want it to come down to a ruling like that in sudden death overtime, but that's how the ball bounces. And when you look at John Rocha and Dan Murrell, we said at the outset of this tournament, who's going to have the best team chemistry could potentially let us know who's going to win this whole thing. Well, Rocha and Murrell, we had no idea how they were going to play off one another. I think that match and that post-interview proved that they might be put on this earth to complement each other in movie trivia Schmoedown, not just with their knowledge, but also with being the emotional backbone for one another, in the same way that Murrell, when he was down, looking at Rocha and seeing what a champion, how a champion carries himself. Now Rocha looking at Dan and seeing John Rocha run the gamut of emotion during the course of a post-match interview. He's ready to throw it all away and retire and ride his horse into the sunset, and then he dug deep. He saw that resolve, a la Rocky, staring at himself in the mirror in Rocky 3, and now he's probably already doing wind sprints with Dan Murrell on a beach somewhere.
You said it's funny. So that's exactly what I think Apollo at this point.
But we're fans of the film.
They really are. They have become really close friends because of it, and it's funny from where you watch where they went from as competitors against one another to legit, and this is like as friends, and how much it means. And Dan was able to talk Rocha and just let him know his support is there, and I believe that when Rocha is there in the spectacular, Dan's going to walk out with him, unless, of course, like you said, Dan being playing him, but Rocha's got a big step to playing Bibiani. He's got to play Bibiani. He's got to beat Bibiani. And now he's got the support. Is this going to hurt him going into that match because it's right around the corner? Or is he going to rise above it? Or is that determination to beat Bibiani going to do it? But I don't want to take it away from Korruption. They have advanced. Mike Kalinowski, Chance Ellison, the kid really came to play. He was the MVP of this game. And now we've got Korruption going up against who's the boss, Ben Bateman and Mark Riley, and that's going to be something.
Yeah, did you notice in the match, I don't want to say it was a passing of the torch, but a little ceremonial gesture of Mike Kalinowski to let Ellison pick the numbers for round 3 that they wanted to select. We ended up going to sudden death and getting an all-time great match, and for anybody out there who thinks that really was controversial, you can go on the message boards, you can go in the chat rooms and all that stuff. Don't yell at any of the competitors. In the words of the great Oklahoma State coach Mike Gundy, don't go after my kids. I'm a man. I'm 40. You come after me.
Well, and also thank you to everybody. Thank you
I'm
to
not 40,
patrons.
I'm actually 38.
All right, well, thank you, patrons. Make sure you sign up. Check it out. This month is the horror exhibition match, and you guys can get it for Halloween. Just make sure it's exclusive just for you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank everybody. We'll see you next time.
Okay, so first, right off the bat, I will apologize for we assumed that the issue was because of how Dan wrote on the board.
Yeah, I thought it was.
And that's what we thought. I guess we just didn't notice Chance's board or something. So I was quick to jump down Rocha by calling him Miss Jane Fonda. We were wrong. That's not what the issue was about, so that comment is null and void, and I apologize for that.
Good job. Yeah, I'm actually doing a replay real quick because I'm curious. So if the issue is over what Chance wrote, I want to know what Chance wrote.
Apparently he just wrote David O. Russell without any punctuation at all.
Okay, hold on.
So that's what it sounded like, is he didn't put any punctuation on there at all. So that was Rocha's point, is like, well, did you mean David O. Russell or David O. Russell? Like he's Irish or something. Yeah, I can't do Irish accents, okay? I can barely do...
I don't know where you're going with that.
No, that's what they were saying. Without the proper punctuation, you have no idea what he meant. And it could have been, like Kalinowski said, he wrote Frigga, he said Frigga, and it was Friga or whatever, something like that.
Yeah. Well, that was a misspell.
So yeah, we do have it on mute, we're just reviewing it real quick.
If that's the case, if the punctuation does matter in the name spelling, then that is that's a rough call.
Yeah.
I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong, but it's just a rough.
Oh no, he had the apostrophe in there.
So okay. So David O. Russell isn't with an apostrophe. It is just O.
It's his like middle initial, like Craig T. Nelson from earlier.
So O is his middle initial?
I believe so. Yeah. If you want to look it up. That's...
if that's the case, then...
That's a bad call, I would say.
Yeah, O period. That's his middle initial.
That...
David Owen Russell.
Yeah, that's...
An apostrophe is a different name.
Yeah.
Because now you're saying the O. Russell is his last name.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, like if he was Irish or something.
Yeah. Huh.
Like O'Reilly.
that puts us in an interesting situation here.
Oh, because that's definitely
not a good call.
Yeah, it's definitely controversial.
I'm going to leave it at that. I personally don't think it's a good call now. I will probably say that was a wrong call, but in the same vein, I am going to go back and watch Collider Live. I'm going to go back to the Facebook group, the Schmoedown Facebook group, and see what everyone else is saying, and seeing if maybe Christian addresses it, see if somebody addresses it to find out, okay, why is that? Why was it called that way?
Yeah.
I'm curious. Really interesting.
So, other than the controversy of the call, this was a fantastic match. Good match. This easily has to be one of the best matches of the season.
Yeah.
It's up there with, they were neck and neck pretty much the entire way.
I feel like we're saying that with like every single match now. This is one of the best matches of the season.
Well, if you look back, the last match was good too. These are all fantastic. This whole corruption idea, anarchy or whatever, it was a fantastic idea.
Yeah. And to what John Rocha was saying there, like, none of this is possible without the level of intensity that these guys put into it, that all the competitors put into studying up and being able to recite, recall, and all of that. Like, that's like, I'm sitting here like having a rough night with 1 point over here, and these guys are knocking it out of the park. And so I do want to say, like, to what Rocha was saying, like, as a fan, we love that you guys put that much effort into this. It really does provide a huge entertainment value, and the effort is seen clearly when you're able to do what I can't.
Here's the thing I'll compare it to, and I know we've made jokes before about, like, we don't like sports, we don't know sports. Okay,
yeah.
So we do actually kind of like football. I'll watch a football game. I understand what's going on in a football game.
Yeah.
I have seen plenty of football. I've seen it in a Super Bowl where there's a completely bad call by a ref. You know what? Everyone keeps playing. Everyone just moves on the way they were going. It happens. Any kind of game, even the refs, the people who call and make the decisions, make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. Everybody moves on. The fact that Rocha turned around and went, like, in that post-interview, went from, I'm seriously pissed, I'm not doing this anymore, to, all right, Bibiani, I'm coming after you.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. The fact that you're able to choke that down real quick and do that kind of a turnaround.
He just got fired up. He found the anger and reused the anger for passion.
I know how I am. I am mentally. I'd be stewing on that for days and just constantly probably talking to him about it. I can't believe they still did that. And he'd have to hear about it. He's like, would you get over it already? That's impressive, and that just proves how good of a player Rocha is.
But I think Rocha, like, on a personal level, Rocha's been through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he
looks like a man that's seen some things.
He's talked a lot about the stuff that he's gone through in his life.
Mm-hmm.
And to get to this point takes a lot of emotional and mental wherewithal that one acquires over time. And yeah, I have mad respect for Rocha and just his knowledge and what he does here, just both on the Schmoedown level and on a personal level. I have huge respect for everybody who's playing. So
yep. Anyways, great game. Can't wait to see the continuation of this.
Bracket busted.
Everybody's bracket's pretty much busted on that.
I wouldn't say everybody. I think there's a lot of people who are actually so far in Chance's corner that they're like, there's no way he loses even against them.
See, that's going to be the next thing is, like, how's everyone, like, people whose brackets may be busted on this because of this, they're all going to get fired up online, too.
There's a level of people who are upset, not because of the competitors, but because, wait, no, I should still be good with my bracket here.
There's a storm coming and it ain't winter.
Is that a Game of Thrones reference?
I think so. I don't watch Game of Thrones, so whatever.
Anyway, yeah. So, as much as I would have liked to see the story of Dan and Rocha going up against Riley and Bateman, that would have been so much fun to see.
Maybe that can be like a Patreon.
I don't know.
Let's just see that game anyways.
Yeah. I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, we're sitting here with Kalinowski and Ellison now and seeing how far they go into the competition. They're going up against Bateman and Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Do they survive against Bateman and Riley?
It's gonna be hard.
I don't even know. I don't know.
Well, so this coming Friday is Rocha and Bibiani, which now is looking like it's going to be a fantastic match. I can't wait for that.
I don't think I have the strength to make it through.
Drink your Gatorade, do a couple laps before we go through this, get pumped up and fired up. It's going to be a good battle.
Yeah. So, that being said, we are going to catch you guys this Friday, or whenever we get the reaction posted afterwards, for that match. Go ahead and like and comment on this video. Let us know what did you think of the call? B, what did you just think of the match in general? And go ahead and like and comment over on Collider also. Show them your support.
Or whatever.
No, do it. And go ahead and give us a subscribe too if you like what we're doing here and you like just movie content in general, because we're pumping out a bunch of other stuff, trailer reactions, movie reviews, all that stuff.
Jerry Springer reactions. I don't know.
What?
Never mind.
Alright, we're going to end it here. We'll catch you guys in the next video.
Later.
See ya. Jerry.